Okay, I hope I have enough room to show this. One of my daughters has a birthday in April, and she has our grandson, and he's just a little over a year old. The paper is some Stampin' Up! Paper, and I think they've discontinued it. This is a little mini album with not very much. There is nothing virtually in the way of bling. So everything is done flat. Has to be flat. But this is the box that I made for it to fit in. Okay. Now, have you heard of a squash book? That's what this is. And when you lift it, then it has photos on both sides. And because it is the way that it is, your embellishments have to be, they have to be fairly flat. And this just goes back into shape. Just falls back down into the box. Let me try and get down in here. These are photos of my grandson from birth to just a little over, I think just a year old. And they are my favorite photos. This is Mom and the new baby. And this is Daddy and the new baby. And this is the sisters. And I took this picture, and Daddy allowed me to take this picture, said this was going to be the one and only time that that thumb was going to go in that boy's mouth. So I had to make sure that I got it. This is his grandma and grandpa that live in Kansas. And this is my husband with his do-rag. So this is the other grandpa. And then there's me. I love this little boy. I just love this little boy. I got caught many times just talking to him. This is his aunt and uncle that live in Kansas. And she has a birthday this month also, so I'm making one of her things. And this is his weigh-in. And this is his aunt that lives right there in town, and she gets to take him, go off with him, and she's loving him so much. And this young man was part of our family for a while, and he's an awesome young man. And then this is the other aunt and uncle that live in Colorado. This is the baby's mother's brother, my son, and his girlfriend. So that's on this side. And then on this side is another, oh, I just love getting close-ups of babies and their faces. I love that. And then here's one with the girls watching over their little baby brother in his crib. They just could not get enough of him when he was teeny tiny. And this is when he started laughing. And then this is before he started crawling. He wasn't crawling or walking yet, but everybody was working at it. And then, of course, another favorite. I love that one. That's just precious. And then here's one with all of his hair in the cat. Look at his feet on that kitty cat. It's just so cute. And then he had prunes. Look at that. That's just so awesome. And this was a trip to the zoo, his first trip to the zoo. And then, of course, Halloween, his very first Halloween. So, I really enjoyed making this. This was so much fun. And it just all squashes back down. Altered slightly for my daughter-in-law. I found this at the craft store in the sale bin, and had the letter B for her name. Her name is Brenda. And I put some of that Perfect Pearls, the gold. I put that in here on the B. It was all black like this, so I just thought I'd put it in there. And then some rhinestone flourish. I thought that was pretty. And then I've made a bookmark thing. And what I've done is I pulled these back like this, and I put this pin on the bottom of the ribbon, and I fed it through the top, fed the pin through the top, and then just pushed, and the weight of the pin made its way down the bottom. I had to use my tweezers to get it out of down there and pull it through, but this is so this will pull up the pin, will keep it from going all the way through, and then she can use it as a place keeper or anywhere. And then I put a couple charms on with this ribbon. I didn't have an eyelet that would match in color, so I just did with what I've got. And there's a little locket here, and I put a green gemstone on it, stuck it on with that E6000. That's going to be there for a long time. But it's a little locket. I don't know if she'll want to put something in there or not, but I sure thought it was pretty all by itself. And then of course she had to have a hangy down thing, so I thought that was kind of pretty. And the book is fairly plain, and I really appreciate her. She's my daughter-in-law, and she is such a sweet thing, and I appreciate her so. And then I have Happy Birthday, Sweetie. Now, I don't know if she likes chocolate or not, but I do. And I have some stickers. So, about every 10 pages, I put a sticker on. This one says, Money Talks, Chocolate Sings. Chocolate is cheaper than therapy. Des bonbons. This one. Research tells us 14 out of 10. Yeah. And then there's one of those. I could give up chocolate, but I'm not a quitter. Then, of course, chocolate. Forget love. So, for the last 2 pages. And look at the nutrition facts. Servings are less than 1.